It seems there are other things besides the ambassador mentioned that have changed. It's possible that we might find the escape route the person K saw used as well.
Oh, what is this? Is it some sort of light show I was not told about?
This is the power of a true vigilante. It's recreating the room with the info I inputted.
Really? That is certainly one interesting device you have there, Mr. Faraday.
I believe it's about time we return to our investigation. Alright, let's stand in the fire. We can't stand in the fire. And this has been moved. Interesting. It's grandfather clock. It was apparently in a different position before the fire.
According to staff members, the clock was flush against the wall before the fire, sir.
Which means that most likely it was moved by someone during the fire. Speaking of which, it's totally 11 o'clock now, but I don't hear any chiming.
That's odd. It was still chiming right on the dot of every hour this morning. Maybe the fire damaged its internal mechanisms or something.
Ambassador Polino, may we take a look inside that clock?
Sure, go right down the head.
Detective Gumshoe, if you could please inspect the insides of this clock.
Yes, sir. I'm on it. Mr. Edgeworth, I found this inside, sir.
It looks like a length of wire, so this would cause the clock to stop chiming. What was the long length of wire doing inside this clock in the first place, other than maybe gradually winding something up over time? Interesting.
Why would someone do this to such a valuable clock?
Sounds like it wasn't Mr. Polino that put the wire in there. Perhaps it was Mr. Cochin's killer who did. Interesting. Let's check out the fire. These must have been the large green flames Ambassador Polino saw. Flames like these? It's no wonder we couldn't get in. Okay, by the time you came into this room, had the fire already been put out? Yeah, the fire died out of something by that time. And this fire in here only burned from the time the fire started on the 3rd floor, until the Adagarasu appeared and caused a stir and babble, I suppose. I guess Mr. Polino was just lucky enough to run into this fire as it was burning, huh? Yes, you can put it that way. And since you were the first to discover the body, we can assume that no one else entered the room until that time. No one other than the person you were chasing, of course. I knew it! That person I saw was definitely up to no good. I mean, that person could even be Mr. Cochin's killer. That is very likely to be the case. After all, that person came into this room before you, and must have chosen this room precisely because they knew no one would be in here. Okay, then maybe the green fire was where it was to prevent anyone from coming in. But then, what did the person set on fire to make the green flames? I suspect that they set money on fire, Heath Ledger Joker style. But because it was made with the Cadopian ink, it burned green. But whatever it is that person burned, it made a rather sizable fire. Since the fire's green, well, we've seen something that burns green, right? It's a bit tinier than these flames, but you get what I mean? Yes, and I do believe that what you are thinking is exactly why these flames are green. Which fire-rated piece of evidence burns in the same color as these green flames? I'm gonna say the ink, specifically. The source of the green in these flames is related to this. Oh, really? Well, I don't think they're related at all. No? Oh. Sorry. It really isn't related after all. Hey, you honestly apologize this time for being wrong! What? I'm always honest. And that's a good thing. And just keep on doing it. I need to think about this a bit more carefully. If I stay calm, the answer should come to me. This green flame, it's the same as that other flame. So I guess the money now. Let's look around a minute. Oh, the lantern.
Take that!
This silhouette lantern. Its green flame comes from the wit crystal oil it's burning. I'm getting ahead of myself again. Yeah, that's the fire I was thinking of too. I love the green it gives off. I think we've now established that the green flames were caused by wit crystal oil. Furthermore, we know that there is only one other thing made from wit crystal oil. Oh, you mean that thing Mr. Polino was mistaken about, right? Yes, precisely, as we found out earlier in our investigation.
What? I don't get it. Can you fill me in, sir?
Fine, I suppose. I'll explain it in a way that even you can understand. This is the thing that made from a crystal ore that Ambassador Paleno was mistaken about.
Now we can present the Barbalese ink.
Barbalese ink is made from wheat crystal oil.
Ah, so it should burn the same color as the flames in the lantern, right?
Yes, precisely. However, the green flames in this room were not from a bottle of Barbalese ink. Because we found the ink Mr. Cochin used on his desk, right? Yes, however, we know that Mr. Cochin was smuggling the ink in massive quantities. Now, what do you suppose he made using all that ink? I believe what he made with that ink is the answer to what gave birth to the green flames. Oh yeah, I'm beginning to really feel the energy coming from you, Mr. Edgeworth! It would appear that I've finally found it, the smuggling ring's real goal. Made of Barbalese ink, this is the source of the green flames.
It is the money. It's the money.
What will consume that great of a volume of ink to make? That would be the counterfeit bills the smuggling ring made and are circulating in Zhengfa. You're kidding! You're saying that it was Mr. Cochin who made the counterfeit bills? I am. I believe you can even go so far as to say that he stole Mabal's printing press. Ambassador, Mr. Cochin had permission to freely use the printing press, correct?
Why yes, I do remember seeing him use it in the middle of the night. But never did I think he was using it for such a foul deed.
Ambassador, because of your secretary's crimes, you will need to be investigated as well.
Yes, I suppose so. We've caused a bit of trouble for a few countries, haven't we?
It's my duty to search out all who shielded Mr. Cochin and concealed his crime. For they are the ones who started the fires in order to destroy the evidence.
Quite a bit of data there.
It's the charred remains of a falling ceiling fan. Oh, I've seen a few of these before. They spin around and around and play music. I believe you're thinking of a musical mobile for babies. Yeah, that's it. But they're nothing alike. They're totally alike. They spin those babies right round like a record, baby. Round, 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 babies, round. I see. I guess I can see how you might think that. You're weird, Kay. You're a weird girl. But it's okay, I still like you. Not really. Looks like one of those Barbalese knives was already missing before the fire began. So it would seem, especially since the other two knives' handles were burned away. The remaining handle was swapped out with the handle from the real murder weapon. Babal's national treasure was stolen. Poor Babal, don't you think? I'm not sure I would lump the replica statue in with the rest of Babal's woes.
Alright, so there's a huge pile of money here.
So Babal is really into pushing the tourism industry, huh? Yes, it would appear that way. You know, I'd really love to take a trip. Hey,
why don't we take one after this case?
Do you already have a destination in mind? Well, ideally I'd like to go someplace where I can continue my thief training. Well, if you want to learn the fine art of stealth, perhaps you should visit the studio where they make the Jammer Ninja TV show. Hey, that's actually a really great idea, Mr. Edgeworth. I can't believe she took me seriously.
Was that... I guess I talked to her? I'm trying to look at the money! Oh, it's not money. Those are pamphlets. They're tourism pamphlets. Okay, fine. Fine.
A fireplace, huh? So Babal's offices have them too.
Wait, no, it's the same... It's the same dialogue. I want to look at the flag!
We found something here that I'd rather not recall.
Yeah, I know. Let me skip it.
That looks like a very comfortable chair.
And it's just the same chair dialogue. Okay. Alright. I guess those things aren't interesting. Can we do logic button things? What do we have? I'm gonna connect these two things because I only have two things. These may not be connected, but I'm going to connect them. They are not connected. That's fine. That's fine, that's fine. We've eliminated a possibility. Scumshoe! Help!
Detective, you took part in the initial Babal investigation, correct?
Yep, sure did. I also put out both fires, sir. But that first fire took me by surprise. I had a tough time escaping from the 5th floor. First I tried the elevator, but I guess someone else had the same idea, because it was in use. If I hadn't remembered to use the stairs at that point, I'd have been burnt to a crisp! Wait, that's odd. We always warn our staff that in case of a fire, it's dangerous to use the elevator.
Oh. Maybe someone wrote it in a fit of panic! Detective, did you see the Yatagarasu that came into the Holo-Embassy at all?
I am personally. And the other staff members told me they never got a good look at the person either.
I wonder if you could tell me a bit more about what you discovered, Detective.
Ahaha! Second fire broke out around the time the Yatagarasu was spotted in Alabast. That's also when a suspicious person was spotted in Babal, which caused some panic.
Hold it!
So no one's able to get a good look at this Yatagarasu that entered Babal.
Yeah, all they saw was a mysterious person wearing a long coat. But that's not enough to make a positive ID, you know?
Still, it was enough to make the people who received the calling card panic even more. A person in a long coat! Sounds like the exact same person I saw! The Yatagarasu that appeared in Alabast has proven to be just a fabrication, a shadow. In light of that fact, the Yatagarasu that appeared in Babal is also suspect. You can't be serious! No one were this close to capturing the fake! I mean, Callisto, you! So the Yatagarasu appeared to cause mass confusion, killed Mr. Cochin, then disappeared. By the way, Detective, why did you not chase after the Yatagarasu?
I did, but... well, this embassy is huge, sir. I got separated from the other staff members I was with and was lost for a while there.
Hold it!
You didn't even memorize the layout of the building you were to guard, Detective.
I'll be sure to do that from now on, sir. But you know, it's thanks to me being lost that I was able to come to Kay's rescue.
Oh, is that a fact?
Yeah, it was when I was lost and wandering around in the 3rd floor hallway, sir. When I heard a scream, I headed towards it right away.
Well, that's probably from when I found Mr. Cochin's body.
Yeah, I thought it sounded like her, so I got real worried and ran as fast as I could.
And it was thanks to Gummy that Miss Sheenan wasn't able to take me away. He comforted me until you got here, Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, I see. So he can be useful once in a blue moon.
Still, it's too bad that Agent Sheena got here before I did.
I wonder where Agent Sheena was before you found her here.
Well, just before I got to this room, I saw her coming out of the room next door. Huh.
Agent Sheena mentioned something about chasing the Yatagarasu herself earlier.
Well, she apparently helped in putting out the first fire. Then during the second fire, I heard she was busy chasing the Yatagarasu.
She seems to be a very dedicated agent. You would do well to learn from her.
Why are you pointing at me when you say that, sir?
We've examined everything in this office, but there's one thing that bothers me. Perhaps I should ask Ambassador Poleno about it. Ambassador Poleno, there's something I'd like to ask you about.
Yes?
About this office. It appears to me to be very similar to Ambassador Alba's office. For example, the location of the fireplace and the position of the grandfather clock.
Ah, that's right. You've also paid a visit to the Alabastian side of the embassy. Our 2 embassies actually used to be one.
Yes, I know. Even the pamphlet mentioned that.
Which is why the building is bilaterally symmetrical. That's a thing we can combine in our logic brain, button brain. So no matter which room, the location of the fireplace and the like are exactly the same. Even where the yacht is located is the same. As my room is currently under renovation, where Ricardo McMahon's room look like the ambassador's office.
Wait for your handshake photo op with the German ninja?
Yes, that's right. I mean, it was a photo like that worth if it's not taken in the ambassador's office, right?
Yet another odd expression of Babal's obsessively competitive spirit with Alabast, I take it. Thank you, Ambassador. That piece of information is all I needed to connect the dots.
Connect what dots? Well, anyway, I'm glad I was able to borrow some help. Logic button! First we will combine the bilateral symmetry with, I think, the connected fireplaces.
Yeah. The alabaster and bubbly sides of the building are symmetrical to each other. As we know that to be a fact, then this room's fireplace may also hide a secret passageway. Secret passageway? An alabaster fireplace turned out to have a revolving back wall. Revolving wall? Sounds like some out of a ninja house! Woo!
Wow, there was a trick like that built into the fireplace, sir. What? They seem to see holds that the kind of secret? I never am told about this kind of secret having to be.
There seems to be a lot about this room that you don't know about, Ambassador. You seem to be a terrible ambassador.
I guess it's time to pay the bill. Flooding Manny do so much work for me. Please, I really want to know about the real Manny and what you know about this room.
What are you waiting for, Mr. Edgeworth? Let's get to the bottom of this. Agreed, and my first thought is that it's likely the killer used the revolving fireplace.
Let's go look at the revolving fireplace, although I think we can also combine that logic with something else.
Looks like just another fireplace, though, doesn't it? So how do you turn it again? In alabaster, I had to push where the X was on the far wall of the fireplace.
Oh, I see an X back there, so let's see what happens when I push it. Ah, you scared me, sir!
There was something about this fireplace that lies in contradiction to the facts. Huh? But we found an X where you thought there'd be one, right? We did, but that's not what I was referring to. Something is missing from this scene. What does this contradiction mean for us? I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny.
Is it the fact that there's no fire in the fireplace?
All I see inside this fireplace is starter wood. Huh? That's odd. Doesn't match up with what Mr. Plano said earlier.
Okay, they're just telling me which one of those. What is the meaning of this contradiction? So we're gonna deduce, and we're gonna connect it to, I believe, his testimony. Spilled bubbly ink onto the back wall while burning files in the fireplace left the ashes there.
Ambassador Plano, you said that you burned some old files in this fireplace today, correct?
Yes, I burned quite a few files this morning, actually.
And after you did, you forgot to clean up the ashes from the fireplace, correct?
That's right, but why are you asking and why are you making such a scarlet face?
I'm sorry. I admit I'm a bit intimidating when I'm serious. In any case, I have resting prosecutor face. Take a good look at this fireplace and tell me what you find odd about it.
Let's see. Where did all of the ashes go?
Huh. What's the meaning of this, Mr. Edgeworth?
You don't really think that Ambassador Polano's lying, do you?
No, there's no reason for him to lie. And I don't believe his testimony is wrong either. It is the fireplace that is causing the contradiction. Okay, I wonder if you might update the fireplace data for me. You got it! I'll add in the ashes from the burnt files and... Sounds like we pretty much figured everything out now, huh? Well, it was nothing. All I did was follow where our leads led us. Oh, I sense it coming on! You're about to dazzle us again, right?
Oh, you mean that? Well, that's what Miss Edge was known for, you know?
There is really no need for you two to dance around in the name of what I'm about to do.
We're about to put more logic things together. All right. So, missing ashes, revolving fireplace. So, did they just go to the other side of the fireplace? Starting small? Yep, okay, all right. Slowly remove the pieces of logic and put them together.
The reason as to why the ashes are missing is simple. It's not because someone cleaned them up, right? No, because even if someone did sweep them up, the fireplace is too clean for that. Ambassador Polano said that he spilled some Barbalese ink in while he was burning the files. And yet there is not a trace of the spilled ink on the back wall anywhere.
Well then, I don't know what happened. I give up.
Well, I'll tell you what happened. The two sides were switched. By using the revolving fireplace wall, the ashes were moved into the neighboring room. Which means that this is a clear indication that the fireplace was used.
Okay.
Then you mean the person I was chasing disappeared from this room through there? Yes, I believe the person you are in pursuit of is Mr. Cochin's killer. And after committing the murder, escaped through the fireplace.
Okay. Alright.
Well, Mr. Edgeworth, you figured out the killer's escape route. I have, but this is only the beginning. Now we have to chase the killer down.
Alright, so the Bubbly's Embassy is undergoing renovations from top to bottom. I think we have the fact that the person went into the room next door, and that's where Sheena was. So she should have seen someone come through the fireplace. Yeah.
If the killer used the fireplace in this room to escape into the next, then it's only logical for us to talk with the person who is in the neighboring room. Well, the person that was in the next room was...
Oh, it was that person, sir.
Yes, Detective. Agent Sheena.
China. Oh, investigation complete. We did it. Num 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 num. Num 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 num.
It's looking more and more like Miss Sheena is the killer, isn't it? Let's not jump to conclusions yet. We need to go through what we know so far. She came running straight into this room from the next one and instantly accused you. Furthermore, she claimed that it could only have been you that killed Mr. Cochin. I don't have any proof yet, however, I know she is hiding something from us.
Okay, then why don't we go ask Miss Sheena herself?
No, not yet. There's something that needs to be done first. Detective Gumshoe!
Sir, is it my turn to do something, Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes, I have a two-part special assignment for you. First, I need you to run a handwriting analysis on Damask II's note.
Okay, I'll get the lab boys on that right away.
Second, I want you to see if you can fit through the revolving fireplace wall.
Right now, sir?
No, next decade. Of course now! We need to test our hypothesis first, don't we? Go on, Gummy, you can do it!
Alright, I'm gonna do this. Like a real man! Like a real Scooby-Doo man! I'm gonna walk in the fireplace, I'm gonna press the X, and then hopefully I don't get stuck in the fireplace and die. Here I go! Through the fireplace and back!
You shouldn't need to psych yourself up that much for such a simple task, Detective. I mean, I'm certainly not going to do it, but this should be easy for you, a person larger than me.
Wow, the wall inside the fireplace really did turn!
That's so neat. Now I want to try going through there too.
There really is a secret passageway through there. I had no idea.
It would appear that the ash really was pushed into the other room. Furthermore, the Barbalese ink you spilled, Ambassador, is there on the back wall.
Okay, here I go, sir.
Detective, I'd like you to go through there under the same conditions as the killer.
But there's all that ash and stuff.
And your point is, now we're short on time, so if you could please hurry on through.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now we pretty much have the whole picture, right? No, not yet. There remains a few more mysteries to solve. Such as the Atagarasu's whereabouts, the other smuggling ring members, the two weapons that made it across the border, the key Miss Yu stole 7 years ago. In fact, we haven't figured out the thing regarding how Miss Yu is related to these embassies. Mr. Edgeworth, a number of pieces connect in a very complicated way in this case. It's almost enough to make one completely mentally exhausted. What are you saying, Mr. Edgeworth? I thought you were the one who said that it's easy if you follow the leads. Was that supposed to be an impression of me, Kay? If it's info gathering you need, Gummy and I can help with that. Then all you'd have to do is show off your fancy schmancy logical deductions. Show off? Does it seem like I'm being boastful when I do that? Just because I'm the most brilliant prosecutor in the world and I can instantly put together two things and make them seem like something else? Let's not overcomplicate matters, okay, Mr. Edgeworth? We've been so focused, like a laser, on only what seems strange and out of place. It's no wonder nothing's clicked and we haven't unlocked anything yet. But if we think things through calmly, the answer should come to us. Okay. That's the sort of thing I say to myself when I'm practicing how to unlock padlocks, you know? That is something that I hope practice doesn't make perfect for your sake. Yeah, looks like you're back to your straight-laced self again.
Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, I'm back, sir.
Yes, I can see that. Good work, Detective.
Jeez. Looks like you can use that fireplace like a door, sir.
You alright, Gummy?
I'm okay. Just a bit of ash and dust, that's all. Minor dust allergy. Probably gonna be coughing for the next couple of weeks, but you know, it was all worth it.
Your jacket's gotten quite filthy. I see that him has practically turned black.
Yeah, well, quite a bit of the unburned ain't got on it, sir.
I see. Thank you, Detective. You did a fine job. I'll even pay the cleaning bill for the trench coat.
What? Oh, no, sir, I could never. This is just my old coat, sir. If it was a coat I actually cared about, then I'd get it clean, but, you know.
I see. Very well then. As you wish. I was gonna pay to help you out. But I guess I won't. Enjoy having less money. So because Gummy was able to climb to the fireplace, we know it can be used, right? Yes, but that's not all we learned. We actually learned one other important fact. And that is... I will have to explain it to you later. Right now, we need to deal with the handwriting analysis. Detective Gumshoe?
Yes, sir. I'll be back before you know it.
The handwriting analysis on Mr. Cochin's handwriting will take a bit of time. Let us go and wait in the Theatrum Neutralis, along with Agent Lang and Agent Sheena.
To be continued. What'll happen? What's going on? We're gonna wait patiently for Detective Gumshoe to come back with handwriting analysis. Cliffhangers! Handwriting analysis! Make sure to subscribe for updates on this crazy analysis. So find out next time. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time. Bye for now.